Yo, 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 yo. I think the theme song for this podcast is just gonna be me saying yo in various different ways that make no sense that may start off like, okay, Jarrell, I hear you. And then it's like, okay, now how you get there? Now what is that about? But anyway, yo, yo, what's up, everybody? You know who it is. It is the same person that it's been since day one. It is me, Jarrell, better known as Life Coach Jarrell, and you are listening to the greatest podcast out there in the land, Evolving with Life Coach Jarrell. And remember, if you follow my podcast, you are subscribed to my podcast, you share it, you talk about it, you listen, you are enjoying it. Not only are you a listener of Evolving with Life Coach Jarrell, but you are an official evolver. You're an evolver, right? You are going out there every single day, learning, applying, adjusting, and evolving yourself. So you are an evolver. So make sure you go out there and give yourself that credit. Make sure if you're doing something new, you're scared out of your mind, you don't know if you made the right choice or the right decision, you're hoping it's going to work out, but your gut is telling you, I don't know. But something in you is just saying, like, let me tough it out. Like, yeah, you are evolving, right? You are trusting your gut feeling. You're pushing the envelope a little bit. You're pushing yourself. And sometimes it doesn't feel good. Sometimes the results are not always the best, right? But guess what? It's all learning experiences, right? What doesn't kill us, it only makes us stronger. But the goal is not to always feel like we are being or getting killed, right? We want to feel opportunities, people's ways and energies of feeling stronger, right? So we just make adjustments along the way and we evolve with time. So I hope that you guys have been enjoying this off the grid series, right? Yeah, I have as well. And I'm telling you one of the little things that uh I've really gotten into lately, and I know it's not good for me. I know like it's not good. But I've been getting the enjoyment out of ordering like lattes, like coffee lattes, like little, like going to different cafes and like ordering a coffee. I don't know what it's about, but it's so clutch. It is something about walking down the street with a freaking latte in my hand that makes me feel like um life is really tearing my ass up. It just makes me feel like I've gone through something or that I am a part of the working class of America. It's something about walking down the street with an iced coffee. Like I don't know what it is. It's clutch. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it's the smallest things in life that really make me act a fool. But anyway, yeah, like Gary got me started on like lattes. Um, but I've always known that certain people always say like they got to have like a latte or an espresso or something like that. They have to have it every morning. I was like, well, maybe that's the caffeine in it, right? And so I guess I'm also noticing like with me because let me give a shout out to the location by the way by the name as well. So I'm here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and this place is called Cocoa Bean Coffee. Cocoa Bean Coffee. It is in the North Lake area, kind of over there where the mall is. If you know, you know. But I will tell you my favorite item that I get when I go there is the C3. That C is in cat, the number three, and it is a sea salt coffee latte. And I am that one customer that always wants some damn extra caramel drizzle. I don't know about y'all, but caramel drizzle is the best. I get extra caramel drizzle at the bottom. And when I tell you the customer service is nice. They are very quick. They are very fast. A part of me wishes because I'll tell if you guys don't know, I love lo-fi music and I really, really, really love house music. Right? I love that vibe of you being like up north, going to like maybe a house party for just like a little small house kickback. People are on the wall talking. It's kind of like lit dimly. You know, people are flirting with one another, but everybody's dancing and having a good time. It just gives me very nice house party vibes. So that's why I love house music, right? So with me, with sitting down and listening to their music, I follow a lot of YouTubers or DJs now. Shout out to Black House Radio, one of the best house music sets and displays of African American and people of color DJs. They are in the, if I'm not mistaken, the LA area, LA, Los Angeles, California location, and they do different events, but they film on YouTube and they have sets that you can actually watch on YouTube. People are dancing, having a good time, creating dances. It just gives you that old school 70s, 80s house party vibes where everybody's just doing their own thing. But if you want to check it out, it's called Black House Radio. You can find them on YouTube, and they also have a few playlists on Apple Music. So remember, it's Black House Radio. If anybody is familiar with Zach Fox, if you watched Abbott Elementary, he was Janine's first boyfriend, the one that's like a rapper that everybody loves, did the Make It Rain. Well, anyway, his name is Zach Fox, and he is actually a DJ as well. So he is also a guest on Black House Radio, and he spins a set. And man, when I tell you, it is beyond. It's beyond this world of what people and their talents can do, especially when it comes to music. And I don't know about y'all, but music is always a way where if I cannot verbally express what it is I'm going through, thinking, feeling, what I'm afraid of, what I know is true, but I refuse to admit, if I can't verbally say it or I can't own it, there's always going to be a song out there that will say it for you or that will sing it for you. So I don't know about y'all, but music is my first love. So when I'm able to just kind of, in a sense, hear and see those things, I think about DJs. So where I was going with that story, y'all are going to have to learn with me. You're going to be listening and you're going to be following and you're going to be like, wait a minute, how did we get here? I jump stories. I jump stories. And when I tell you two of the longest friends that I've ever had in my life, we could have conversations and just talk. And we could discuss 60 things within 40 minutes or less, and we'd be able to keep up and jump from story to story. So I apologize if I am taking you all over the place, but just remember, I started talking about the coffee and then I went to the music that I like. And then I started talking about house music and I talked about house music because of DJs. Now we're bringing it back to the coffee. So there is a YouTube channel that I watch on YouTube and I cannot remember the name, but they filmed the inside of a live coffee shop, and I believe it's in Chicago. But they show the people in the back making coffee, tea, matcha, people coming in, drinking, sitting down, eating, watching TV. But they also have like a live DJ who spins. But what they do is with their channel, they display and honor um, a new DJ every week. So you can always go on there. Like if you're waking up in the morning, I'll tell you the best days to do this. It's gonna be Mondays. It's gonna be Wednesdays, and it's definitely gonna be a Saturday or Sunday morning. Go up, wake up in the morning, get yourself some coffee, get yourself some tea, light a few candles of incense, and just put that channel on and watch it for like 5 minutes. And it's going to want to make you get up, shower. Well, that should make you want to get your ass up and shower. Let's stop that. But it should make you want to get up, spruce yourself up, put on like maybe your baggy sweater, your clothes, or style yourself in a way, put on your favorite cologne or lotion. And it should put you in the vibe to just kind of maybe want to go out, walk on the town, or go get a coffee, or just vibe and be cozy around the house, right? So with all that being said, I have fallen in love with coffee lattes. You see how I can, and it may take a little minute, how I can express what something means to me based off of giving you like an entire um movie. Yeah, like giving you an entire movie because I gave y'all all of that. And if nothing else, you all should want to go get a damn latte at this point. If I didn't do anything else, I sold the American dream of latte. But The once again, the employees there are extremely nice. They're so kind. They're so sweet. So now when I drink my lattes, it makes me feel what's the word? Busy. It makes me feel like I'm busy, which in reality, I am actually doing a lot of things this morning. I'm recording the podcast. I am also working on some side things that I've been working on for a little while now, and I'm getting to a place where I'll be able to talk about it and let y'all in on what's going on. But then it's also Self Care Sunday, so I still need to do like my sugar scrub baths and all of that stuff. I need to do facials. I need to figure out if I'm going to untake my 2-strand twist down or what. And I also have to physically allow my body to rest and power down to start this week's work week, right? So got a lot going on. And then not only that, like we're what, 3 days into a new month. All right. So got a lot going on. But anyway, I wanted to talk about today about an experience I had on last week. Shout out to Gary for being there with me and walking me through it. But last Saturday actually, had a panic attack, right? And this is the second panic attack I've ever had in my life. One is right before I moved here to Charlotte, North Carolina. I had a panic attack at home, thought I was having a heart attack. Called the ambulance, and they were like, yeah, you're having a panic attack. Oh, but by the way, like, you are severely dehydrated, and you have gut issues because you have esophageal dysmotility. Not gonna get into all of that, but I was just like, okay, damn. Right? So now living here, it's just kind of like made me think about a lot of things. And so when I had this panic attack last week, I was like, it feels like I'm dying. It feels like I'm about to have a stroke. It feels like I'm about to have a heart attack. Like, all of this stuff was going on. Like, I was like scared, but Gary was there, like, talking me down, like, hey, you got this. You're going to be okay. So, he was asking me questions and keeping me focused. And at one moment of really time, I was like, oh, this feels horrible. And he was like, think about something that makes you happy. Think about something that makes you happy. And I was sitting there and I was thinking. I was like, okay, what about this? What about this? What about this? What about this? And thinking. And thinking a really long time about that question calmed me down. Really calmed me down. And so I was like, okay. I was like, I can breathe. I'm all right. I'm all right. And so after I calmed down, I was sitting on the floor and I said, you know what? I said, it's crazy how that question calmed me down. But now that I'm calm and I actually go back to the question, I don't understand why I didn't have an answer. Like, why did I not have an answer to focus on, or not an answer or a resolution? Focus on one thing in your life that makes you happy. I could not find or think about one thing. And that triggered my anxiety all over again. And then I had another panic attack. I know y'all were like, oh my God. Like, no, like dead ass. It scared me. It was like, no. As someone who recently entered into the 40s group as of March the 30th of this year, I had 40. I thought y'all said the 40s got easier. I thought y'all said 40s is it all comes together. It's not giving coming all together right now. It's giving, why are we here? Oh, why is you here? It's really giving that. It's giving what's going on. What else is going on? Because it's really giving it ain't changing over here. I don't know what is going on, but I'm like, I thought I was supposed to be done with this craziness in my 40s. And the more I dug into that question and I calmed down and I thought about it for all of last week, I had to realize that there are a lot of things that I do that bring me moments of happiness, but they don't necessarily make me happy. I'll say that again. There are a lot of things or places or moments or people or things that I hang around that bring me great moments of happiness. But as far as something that makes me happy, I don't have that. You know, some people say, "Oh, being able to do this makes me happy," and it's like that's good. Some people say, "Oh, being a mother makes me happy." Like, okay. But when I ask myself the question, like, okay, well, Jarrell, what makes you happy? What's something that you wake up every morning and you're just like, this makes me happy, this makes me happy, this makes me happy? And I'm like, I don't have that. I just wake up and I start my day, right? I guess on a good day, I wake up and I'm like, okay, well, let me throw on like a nice lo fi chill music beat. That makes me happy. But I don't wake up every day expecting to experience a lo-fi playlist first thing in the morning that makes me happy. It's something that brings me happiness along my day. And I'm like, I don't think I have anything right now that I'm waking up for. Like, I have to hit the ground running because this is about my happiness. And y'all, that's terrifying. I told y'all this is the Off the Grid series. We're going to get deep. We're going to like look within. I'm going to talk about some personal things and not trying to trigger anything in you. But once again, this podcast is about evolving, right? It is about evolving. And so if this is a feeling that you can't explain, you kind of been feeling it, you think you're about to walk into it, like maybe this can help you or somebody, right? If it's not for you, it's okay. Pass along this podcast and maybe wait for the next one. But this is about getting off of the grid for me and me going deeper within myself and talking about it. So I was like, man, even with coaching and teaching, training at my job and things like that, and doing this podcast, I am happy to do it when I get this urge to like, okay, today's a podcast day. Oh, this is this type of day. Like I get these spurts of happiness about it, but I don't wake up every day saying, let me give my podcast 100% this day. Let me wake up and give um, health and fitness 100% this month, this week. Like, I'm very much so like, when things tug and pull on my energy throughout the day, I respond, I answer, I entertain, or I put off, or things like that. But as far as like a non negotiable, like, this is my happiness every day, like, not even me. Like, if I was to say, think about something that makes me happy, I didn't even think about myself. And it's like, hmm, like, why couldn't I have like maybe looked at my growth as an individual and been like, okay, this makes me happy. Like my seeing where I am now, seeing the company I work for and the moves I've made. Like, why wasn't I or those accomplishments or those things at the top of my list? And it made me want to ask myself the question, am I that so far removed from me? If y'all hear a dog barking in the background, I don't even have a dog. That's somebody's like probably like their pet or something. That's not me. I apologize. But yeah, it really made me ask the question like, have I lost sight of who I am? What makes me happy? What could make me happy? Like me not knowing what makes me happy, could that be the reasoning for maybe certain choices, decisions, lack of energy, lack of motivation or drive at times. Like, what could that era or area of my life be that could be triggering or firing something else off in my life? So I don't know. That made me, and it's still kind of. There's no kind of. Let's just be real, Jarrell. Uh, yeah, that it bothers me. Bothers me. You know, that bothers me, and I don't know what to say or what to do about that bothering me. I may need to get back with my life coach. I may need to book some sessions. I may have some more stuff to work through. And that's the good thing, right? Just because you're a therapist, a life coach, a psychologist, a counselor, you never stop learning about yourself. And you have a job and responsibility to get some help or some guidance when you need it. And I'm like, hey, yeah, I am a life coach. But guess what? Life coaches need life coaches too. Life coaches need therapists and counselors too. Like, we are all here to help each other out, right? So I'm thinking I may need to do some work on that. Go a little bit deeper within myself, see what's going on. And the end of the year is coming, right? And usually the end of the year is when I really start powering down, where I'm not really trying to do a lot. I'm not trying to give a lot of things, a lot of my energy. Usually around November, like I tell you, really around December with podcasts and entertaining people and doing a lot of stuff, I really start to go within so that I can be ready for the new year. But I can honestly say this year right now, I've started like really, really pumping out episodes. I've been doing things with like other little side things that I have going on. I've been kind of making some strides, but I don't know if like maybe the end of my year is going to be really, really busy. Cause I try to do end of years for like rebranding, thinking about ways that I can like evolve it. But I'm just like, I don't know. Um, Things seem a little bit off because a part of me sometimes is just like, okay, yep, let's go ahead and power this down and shut it down for the rest of the year. Like, if you guys have noticed over the last couple of podcasts, I've been saying I'm just so ready for summer to end. Just go ahead and bring in fall. But it's like there's this feeling of just wanting to feel like warm, cozy, and powered down. Like, I just don't have a lot of time and energy for anything. Now, let me put it out there. I'm not depressed. No, I'm not. Nothing like that. Definitely not depressed, but it's just kind of like I just be wanna. Maybe I'm in my introvert area of my life. I've always been an extrovert. I've always thought I'd been like I'll watch people or person, and when I feel comfortable, I'll come around and open up. And then once you got me, like we can hang out and kick it all the time, right? But now I've gotten to the place where it's just like I don't want to be bothered with people. Anytime I think if I'm outside or in a store walking and somebody's like, "Hey, can I?" I'm like, "Oh my god, get away from me." Even homeless people on the side of the road, please. I'm sorry about your situation, but leave me alone. I'm just very or becoming very introverted now. I just like my quietness. I like my peace. I love my home. And I don't think it's a bad thing, but sometimes I'm just kind of like, I don't want that to just become my thing. And then next thing you know, I'm some old ass man and I'm on an episode of Hoarders because I got a bunch of Yeti cups and frozen latte cups laying around and shit. Like, no, definitely don't want that. But latte man. But yeah. But like I said, I just wanted to drop in and chit chat and talk to y'all about that and open up about that and just saying that hey, if you are in a place in your life where you don't know what makes you happy, hey, it's okay to reach out and see like maybe if someone can help you jump that ball and get things started to figure out what possibly could make you happy, or if you're not giving yourself enough credit, My friend Tania always be like, "Friend, you too hard on yourself. You are too hard on yourself." I'm like, "Yeah, I agree," and that's a learned behavior that I'm learning to unlearn, right? But once again, there's a lot of things that I do that make me happy in the moment. They bring happiness, right? But those things I don't wake up in the morning living for. Um, or maybe I may need to start thinking deeper about what I have accomplished and where I am, and how often I feel those moments of happiness. And if I feel those moments of happiness, let's just say more than 2 times a week, uh, maybe that makes me happy. Maybe I'm not giving my emotions and those things that make me happy, maybe I'm not giving them enough credit. Maybe I don't want to say that going to work and coaching modules and teaching people and helping them, yeah, it's a job. I mean, I like doing it. It's cool. Well, how about like just telling the truth? It's like, I really love that shit, right? I really love it because it falls in line with what I've always wanted to do. And when I think about what makes me happy of what I would love to do full time, it's like coaching, training, and teaching. And the reality of it is, you work a full time job for a company and you're a senior trainer. You got exactly what you asked for. Be happy. And it's like, now that I think about it, I can say that. Being able to have a job and a career doing what I love makes me happy. Huh. Not me just figuring some shit out in front of y'all and with y'all live on this podcast. See, that is why this is called Evolving with Life Coach Jarrell, because in that moment, I evolved a feeling or a reasoning of why I wanted to hold on to it. I released that and just allowed that thing to float to the top and for it to be what it's been. And for me to be kinder to myself in a situation, to pay attention to my situation and to say, hey, I'm actually happy about that. And so I moved it from one spot to the next. You get what I'm saying? I was gonna say it's a work joke, but I think I just moved my duties from duties old to duties mad. Oh Lord, that if you get it, you get it, right? If you don't, oh well. But anyway, I hope that me figuring that out gives someone some hope, right? For later on in your life, or even today, to look at some situations and give yourself more credit, right? But anyway, I'm gonna get y'all out of here, man. I hope that y'all are enjoying once again this off the grid series, right? Um, I'm off the grid, man. I don't know. I may be getting ready to come back to social media because HBCU marching band season is coming. And I've been wondering and kind of going back and forth like, do I want to keep my second podcast, which you guys are free to join? It's called This and That in the SWAC. So this and that, how it's spelled, and the way that it's spelled. And SWAC is SWAC. So this and that in the SWAC. Um, I've been kind of in a sense asking myself if I want to bring that podcast back. Um, um, I don't, I don't know because that's a part of being off the grid that I'm still battling with. Um, I really, and I said this on another podcast, I really hate these people that live over here with these motorcycles. I really wish that some type of way their tires could be removed from their car along with those mufflers, but left on the kickstand. I really wish that somebody would teach them a lesson about these loud motorcycles. Okay, I had to get it out. I had to get it out. Look, I'm like Demetra McKinney on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Am I starting the podcast off with negativity? Look, I have to get it out. Woo! But yeah, but yeah. So I'm I had a lot of dreams uh with that band podcast, right? I was like, I was ready, man. I was really, really ready. And shout out to my partner, Malik. We did it together, and Malik was like, "Hey, I'm gonna take some time off from the podcast. Personal reasons, definitely understandable, right?" And I recorded the last episode on that podcast in December because December is kind of like the end of actually, band season as a whole. That's like basketball. Well, yeah, no, first half, like which is the fall, because then basketball season is spring. Um, and I was like, oh, working on YouTube's and this and the third, and I don't know. It's like when it resulted in it just being me, because my friend had said he was taking time away from the podcast. I My fire went out for it. I removed the Instagram page. Like all of that time and work that was put into creating and recording content, making captions, airdropping stuff. I put a lot of time into my parts and my pieces and my videos and my contributions to the whole podcast thing, right? And I think it goes back to that place of like, do I really have energy for it? Like sometimes I have so many ideas and projects in my head and can give people like some really good marketing or visuals. But it's like when it comes down to doing it for myself, sometimes it's like I just be like, I don't know. And that is such a problem. So I'm working on doing more investing in myself. So band season starts this month because kids should be moving into college. Band camps should be going on right now, or probably have already been going on, right? Band camp. So we're probably going to be looking at the first football game probably around either August or September. So we'll be seeing all of the great bands debut: Jackson State, UAPB, Southern University, Texas Southern, Grambling State University, Alcorn State, Mississippi Valley State University, Alabama A&M, Texas Southern, Motion of the Ocean, Alabama State Stingettes, UAPB Golden Girls, um, Alcorn Golden Girls, Southern Dolls, uh, Prancing J Sets, the Orchesis, Satin Dolls, um, Prairie View, the Black Foxes. Am I missing anyone? I mean, FAMU and Bethune Cookman. Is it Bethune Cookman? Yeah, they're a part of the swag, but honestly, I don't really consider them to be part of the swag. But they in there. So if you marched at Bethune Cookman or FAMU, okay, anyway. But anyway, band season starts, so there's going to be some good zero quarters, fifth quarters. I always get excited to review the material to see what the bands bring as far as sound, what the dancers will bring when they have a new captain, and as far as materials created, stands, feels, creativity. Um, the field shows of the band, right? Marching and lines being corrected, song selections when both bands are battling, progression of the band from one season to the next, like taking a look and listening to the music and the technicality of the song and areas of opportunity, right? And overall, like showmanship. You have some bands that like will always outplay other bands, but it's all about also not walking into that competition already looking and feeling defeated. Going in there like, you know what, we may not be as loud, we may not be as big, we may not be able to play on y'all level, but we are proud about our program and we're gonna give y'all a run for y'all money. Like that's what historically black college university marching bands are about, right? So on any given day, even the best can fall. So I'm thinking about bringing that podcast back. It's not gone. Um, I'm thinking about maybe going into season 2 and taking the reins and just continuing on. So, yeah, got a lot of things. Once again, I stay busy. So, yes, I do have 2 podcasts that I run. I got another side project that I'm also working on, and I work a full-time job, and I have a life, which I'm trying to figure out. I think I'm starting to feel more like Daria than anybody else in my world. If you ever used to watch the show Daria growing up, I am definitely giving Daria, what do you want? Get out of my face. I don't have time for the food. She's very sarcastic. Could be a little tinge of passive aggressive in there on a damn good day. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Now, what else is going on? Okay. I hit that Cynthia Bailey. You heard that, Tania. So what else is going on? Okay. Jazz hands. But no, but other than that, man, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. Y'all enjoy your week. Stay positive. Share the podcast out. I hope that you're learning something for yourself and that you're evolving. And if you want to give me some feedback, send me an email address at jarell2003 at yahoo.com. Put in the subject line, evolving with life coach Jarrell feedback, and introduce yourself. I'll give you a shout out. Tell me how you're loving the podcast. And once again, man, just continue to follow. And remember, you are an evolver, so continue to evolve. You all be blessed. Catch you next time.